once again, viewers. Chuke here with Chuke's Outdoor Adventures. Well, I wanted to talk about the reason why I replaced my 10mm with a 357 SIG. Now, I don't want to be misleading. This is not for hiking, fishing, up in the mountains, hunting. This is for carrying around town with an occasional jaunt into a park or the woods or like a mountain trail. And it's something that I like to conceal, especially when I'm in town. I'm not going to walk around with a chest holster most times. So as many of you know, I really liked the Springfield XDM Elite 3.8 10mm. I touted it as one of the best carry options, and I still think that's true to this day, but there's a couple reasons why I moved away from it and even got rid of it, and I'm going to go through those with you now. Please, if you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, subscribe. It helps me out a lot, and like the video if you can. So the first reason is I just couldn't conceal it decently enough. Now, one of the things I touted about it, it is the size of a Glock 19, which is a compact semi-auto pistol, which is great. You can conceal that. For some reason, it just printed too much. Maybe it was the holster. Because of that reason, I have kind of turned away from the Glock 19 as a summer carry. I will still carry it in the wintertime, but the 43X with shield arms, 15-round mags has been perfect for me, and I can just conceal it wonderfully without printing at all. So for some reason, I didn't like the way the XDM Elite printed, it carried. I don't like that backstrap safety. I think is an awful idea. Otherwise, it's fine. Also, if I'm going to have a 10mm, that's usually a hiking, hunting gun, and I want it with the longest barrel possible, so I kept my 4.5-inch XDM Elite, which I think is one of the best options you can have for a woods carry gun, and I do have a chest holster set up for that. So it made more sense for me to keep that larger XDM, whereas the smaller one, if I'm going to carry it in the woods, why not have a longer barrel with more velocity, more power? And like I said, I just couldn't carry it well enough. I carry at 4 o'clock. I don't believe in, I have a couple times done the appendix carry. It just makes no sense to me. All these influencers talk about the three, gun rules of safety rules, and never point something at an object you don't want to destroy, and meanwhile they have a pistol pointed right at their junk at all times. Makes no sense to me. So anyways, enough about that rant. The other point is the power. Now, I replaced it with this. This is a Glock 33 chambered in 357 SIG. Now, this is a custom piece done by Black Phoenix Customs, and all they did was strip the slide, cut it for an RMR, and then Cerakote it. I do have some suppressor height sights on there and a Trijicon RMR. I just love this thing. It's 9 rounds of hard-hitting 357 SIG. I can get a larger magazine, and sometimes I do carry a larger magazine as backup. So 9+1, you've got 10 rounds of 357 SIG. I've paired it with my hybrid holster here, and it is very, very concealable. I don't know if you can see, I'll show that. But 357 SIG is very powerful. It's so powerful, in fact, that in a lot of tests, it's considered to be in the realm of 10mm, gets up there. Of course, it doesn't get the foot-pounds of energy, but it's kind of interesting. A while back, Kentucky Ballistics did a penetration test with pine boards, and the 357 SIG out-penetrated the 10mm in that test. You can get some extremely powerful rounds. Probably my favorite round for this is the Underwood Extreme Defender, which in a longer barrel is going 2,100 feet per second, which is just insane. I mean, you're approaching rifle velocities there. So I think the 357 SIG can get the job done. Like I said, it's not my dedicated hiking, fishing, hunting pistol, but if I'm doing a quick hike, transitioning from the city to the woods, I think it's a great choice because it is more powerful than a 9mm and a lot of the other things, and it's got great penetration with the right round. It can be a great choice. Now this thing only has one downside, and that's it's a little fat. It definitely is a little fat. It's an old school pistol. This is definitely older with all the micro 9s coming out. They're making everything slimmer. However, it is still an extremely small footprint considering how much they chopped down this handle. You're not printing hardly at all, and I think it's a great choice for that. I can conceal it way better than that XDM 3.8 Elite, no question. So it's more comfortable, it conceals better, and it's got decent power that can get the job done. I'm a big fan of the 357 SIG. I've got some videos coming up in a few weeks where I tested some ammo. It just blew my mind how powerful it was and the speeds I was getting and the chrono out of it. Just really impressive. So let me know what you guys think, if you agree with me or not. I got some more videos coming out next week, Friday and Saturday, and please become a patron if you can. It helps out the channel. I've got links below. Thanks guys, it's Chuke, your friend in the field.
My name is Chuke. I like to trade my guns just for fun, but now I have none. Oh, look, getting shot by a bear, but I don't care, I got a 10mm. Chuke's Outdoor Adventures. Watch you all die every time, guaranteed.